Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I have a full body reformer class for you. We're going to use our box, so make sure to grab that, and we are going to start on one medium spring. So that's one blue spring and short box, and make sure our box is in front of our shoulder blocks. So let's get started. We're going to slowly stand up onto our reformer. So make sure we grab our foot bar and slowly walk up because it is that lighter spring. And then put your weight into your hands and you're gonna walk your feet, your heels up onto your box. So make sure our heels are on our box, make sure we're about hip distance apart. Really put your trunk into this so all our weight is there. And then when you're ready, shift your weight back and we're gonna slowly stand up. So we're standing onto our reformer. If you're not comfortable doing this, then we should skip this part. So if you're there, we're gonna cross our hands in front of us. We're standing up and we're just gonna do some squats. So we're gonna lower down slowly, slowly. See if you can get as low as you can. Maybe tap that box, press through the balls of those feet, pushing your heels into that box as we come up. So these are nice, slow, and controlled. There's no speed here, you guys. So really find that spot on that wall, keeping our focus and our balance. We'll just do a few of these and we're gonna add on. So tap that box, pressing up all the way up. So feeling our quads, our glutes, everything fire up here. Let's go for 3, 2, and then last one, we're gonna add on to these. So we're gonna come up, we're gonna shift forward, we're gonna press out into a plank, bend the knees, come all the way in until it touches that stopper, shift your weight back, arms back to genie arms and standing up. So it's like a little bit of like a burpee. Coming down and up, grabbing the foot bar, pressing out into that plank, bending your knees, bringing that carriage all the way home, shifting your weight back first, and then standing up. Let's bend down, all the way down, touching that box, standing all the way up, leaning forward, grabbing that foot bar, pressing out into that plank, bending the knees, bring that carriage all the way home, lift up through those low abs. Shift your weight back, genie arms and up. We have 2 more of these. Take your time. It's not about speed. It's all about hitting every movement here. Pressing out into that plank, bending those knees, lifting up through those low abs to bring that carriage home. Shifting that weight back, genie arms, standing up. Last one here. We're gonna bend down, tap that box, stand up, shift our weight forward, and from here we're gonna stay out into that plank. Stay out into that plank. We're gonna bring our right knee into chest, and then we're going to push that leg out as we bring left leg in. So single leg here, drawing that knee into chest, using those abs, and lots of energy in those toes as I push it back. Press through those arms, do not sag in the shoulders. For 3, 2, and 1. Stay in that plank, both feet meet on that box. Make sure you're nice and stable here. Now opposite leg, bringing that left leg into chest, same thing. Bringing that right knee in, extending that left leg, point those toes, and drawing that left leg into your chest using those abs. Here, if you like, you can add a little speed for a cardio boost or stay right where you're at. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Both feet meet on that box. Walking your hands out at the end of the foot bar. If you're already winded, stay here. If you want a little bit more, let's go down for 10 push-ups. Strong core here, you guys. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, draw your both knees in and sit down onto your box. Whew, that really got me warmed up, heart rate's up. I hope you guys are with me. Let's give that a little bit of a break. We're gonna stay seated on our box. We're gonna stay on that blue spring, and we're just gonna reach for our short straps behind us. So grabbing the short straps behind us, sitting tall on our box, sitting tall on our sit bones, bring those shoulders down. We're gonna get into some arm work. So just hands right by your side, and we're just gonna offer. So we're gonna come straight up just to shoulder level and back down. So we're offering that platter just to shoulder level. Do not hike the shoulders up to here. Right at shoulders and back down. So we're getting into the bicep, our front deltoids, getting into that chest, sitting up nice and tall, drawing that belly in towards your spine. Good. Let that heart rate come down a little and back down. So I know this spring's a little bit lighter, but we are elevated on our box. So we're gonna do a little bit more reps to really get into those muscles and get nice toned arms, fix our posture. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. You're gonna stay up, and you're just gonna do little circles outwards, out. Make sure we're sitting nice and tall, you guys. Do not let those shoulders start rounding. Pulling them back, good. For 4, 3, 2, 1, let's reverse. So now you're gonna bring those circles in towards the center of our body, and we're still staying right about shoulder level here. We have not dropped those arms, so that's the challenging part, is keeping them up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, bringing it in. Good. From here, we're gonna move our palms, sorry, got a little scratch, itch. Move our palms in from towards our body. We're gonna go right into hug a tree. So nice round beach ball in front of us. Stay at shoulder level, we're not up here. We're gonna open up those arms just as far as you can stabilize, opening up that chest and bringing it in. So go as far back as you can, but I don't wanna see this. I don't wanna see the rib cage pop open. Just as far as you can stabilize and bringing it in. Do not let your shoulders hike here. Really think about gliding in with the pinkies. So that's gonna really give you that nice round beach ball shape in front of us. Do not drop the arms. Drawing the core in towards the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale as you pull to close. We can even cue our pelvic floor with these. Inhale, open and release. And as you exhale, drawing in that pelvic floor, squeezing that tampon. That's kind of how I like to cue it, to really make sure we know exactly where we need to be. And close. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, stay forward. Just gonna rotate the palms down now, and we're gonna open up, and we're gonna stay at shoulder level still and press forward. So elbows go wide here, and you're pressing forward. So we just have our palms facing down rather than facing in towards each other. You can tell I have still not dropped my arms. They're staying up. So really starting to feel that burn. They are firing up. That light spring starts to get heavy. So this is why we wanted to stay on that medium blue spring rather than going up to a heavy one. More reps, slower and controlled. We got this. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep it long. We're gonna bring it up overhead, dropping it behind us. So elbows stay wide, arms stay like a diamond shape behind us, sitting up nice and tall, and it's like you're shaving the back of your ponytail off. You're shaving your ponytail off here. or the back of your head. Make sure you feel this in the triceps, not the shoulder. So feel that nice stretch in the triceps. Arms stay where they're at. You're just bending at that elbow joint and fully extending those arms. Good. Just like that. Really strong core here, you guys. Do not let it hang out. Breathe through it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, keep it lifted and then circle around, opening up that chest. Whew. Roll out those shoulders. Let's keep our right strap, and you can put your left strap back for now. We're gonna stay exactly where we're at. Box everything, and I'm just gonna rotate towards the camera. So rotating towards the camera, I'm on my right side, sitting on my right side, and we're gonna work into our left leg. So bringing your right leg over your box, you're gonna grab your long strap. You can place your hand onto your headrest, and you're just gonna put your foot into that long strap, okay? So really put your body onto the box, center it, make yourself comfortable, and place your weight into your headrest here. You're going to bring your left leg at tabletop. So you can see how I'm using my right side as my stabilizing side. I'm putting my weight here, and I'm lifting my left leg at tabletop, and I'm keeping it up at hip level. From here, I'm just gonna bend and press. Staying up at hip level, that's the challenging part. Do not drop your leg. It's that medium spring, so it might feel a little light here, but we're gonna get into more reps. So you're gonna start feeling this very soon. So focus on your form. Do not sag into that right arm. Press through it, lifting up through that right oblique. Make sure our hips are stacked. Good, just press through that leg. Stay there. Feel that glute fire up. Feel that hip adductor fire up. Good. Let's go for 3. We're gonna add on to this. 2. Last one, keep it long. You're just gonna sweep in front of you and point the toe back. I'm still up hip level. I have not dropped my leg. Flex the foot as you bring it in front of you, right on top of that right leg. Point that toe back. Whew. Watch that rope. So slow and controlled. Do not let that hip pop like this. Keep it right in line. Flex that foot. Point that toe back. So if you're with me, my leg is definitely starting to fire up. I am feeling these. Stay there. Let's go for 3, 2, and we're gonna do a combination now. So keep that leg long. We're gonna bend and extend, kick forward and back. So we're just adding the 2 together. We won't be here long because I don't know how much more I can do of these. Let's do 3 more. Bend and extend, kick. Good, 2. And then the last one here. Whew. And bend your knee and shake it off. Whew. Let's go ahead and take that off. Put that strap back on, and before we go to the other side, let's take a nice force stretch just to stretch out that left leg if you're working that left leg. So sitting on our box, crossing that leg, I feel this, and put a little hinge forward, really get into that muscle that we just worked. Give it a nice stretch. And then foot down. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So now I'm coming onto my left side, and I'm gonna grab my strap, and I'm gonna place it onto my right foot. So same position. Now my left hand comes down onto my headrest. My left leg is onto the box. I'm pulling my leg down, so I wanna think of a long spine here. I'm not hunched in like this. and then I'm going to extend that leg out and bend in. So same thing, guys, check your posture, hips are stacked. We're pulling through this arm, we're not slouching into that left arm. And we're keeping our left leg at hip level through these bend and stretches. And exhale. Inhale in, exhale out. So a few more of these, and then we'll add those leg sweeps, and then we'll add both of them into that combination. We'll give our legs a break. Let's go for 3, 2. The last one, keep that leg long. You're gonna sweep in front of you. Do not let that hip pop out. Point that toe back. Flex the foot in front, and then point that toe back, using the back of that leg and the glutes to pull that strap. Good. Pulling back. Do not lose our form here. Stay strong. Use your breath. Inhale and pull. 2 more, and then we'll add the combination of both. 2, and then last one. So keep it long here. Bend and stretch and sweep and pull. Bend and stretch and sweep and pull. Breathe through it. Let's do 3 more. For 3, 2, and then last one here, bend and stretch, and bend that leg. Whew. Come on out of this. We're gonna do the same thing. So slowly take that strap off your foot, hang it up, sitting forward, and then we're just gonna take that leg over our left, so our right over left here, and I'm just gonna hinge forward and get into that deep muscle that we just worked, get that nice stretch. Whew, mine feel really tight right now. Okay, guys, so for now, we are going to do some ab work. So I want you to take your box, and now we're gonna place it over the shoulder blocks. And then I'm going to add a few more springs on, just to add a heavy load so the carriage doesn't move. So just add a couple heavy springs. We're not gonna move the carriage. We're gonna get into our side bends, get into some oblique work. We're gonna get into our superficial muscles in the front, our 6-pack abs, and then move on to the other side of our obliques. So heavy spring load, box over our shoulder blocks. And now I'm gonna place my, I'm facing the camera, so I'm working into my right side. My right leg's over the box, and my left leg is in the strap here. So make sure you're nice and comfortable, and you have length here. You don't want to be too bent here, because then you're not going to get any range of motion. Let's start with our hands behind our head, and we're just going to go into our side bends, okay? So when you're ready, release that foot, and we're going to go into our well as far down as you can, and you're just going to come up, meeting that hip bone to our smallest rib bone. Pull those shoulders back. Nice long spine. And exhale up. Inhale down. Keeping those hips squared in front of you. Good. We're going to add on to these. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add on. So we come into our well. We're just going to rotate into our well, back to the camera, and up. So we're just adding a nice little rotation. And you're just rotating at that waistline. Our hips are still staying squared in front of us. Let's go for 3, 2, and last one. We're gonna come into our well. This is the most challenging part. Reaching our hands in front of us, and we're just gonna do 5 bends up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead and place your right hand down, and left arm comes up and around. Get that nice stretch. Open up that side of the body we just worked. This feels so good. Whew. And then let's slowly come on up. So before we hit our other side, we're just gonna work into our rectus abdominis muscles, our superficial muscles, our six-pack here. So sitting nice and tall on our box, you wanna sit a little bit closer to the front of our box, both feet in straps here, sitting tall on our sit bones. Let's go into genie arms here. So I want you to tuck the pelvis, and then using those abs to roll down, roll down. And as we roll down, think about still pulling those hip bones up towards your belly button, okay? So it's not as far back as we go. It's how much we can stabilize, really getting into that ab crunch and then just like holding it. So pulling those hip bones up towards our belly button. And we're gonna bring our arms up and down. So pulling those hip bones up towards our belly button. We're just reaching up and down, holding that contraction with the core, up and down. Do not lose it. Once you feel that low back start to arch, we're losing the connection. Up and down. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Tuck that pelvis, bring it all the way up, using those core muscles to roll you all the way forward and into a nice little flexion, reaching for those toes. And rolling right back up to our sit bones. So good. Okay, let's do that one more time. And we're gonna add on to those. So arms at genie. We're gonna tuck that pelvis, rolling back into our C curve, still pulling those hips up towards my belly button. Once you feel that contraction, you hold it. Stay there. We're gonna pop our right leg to tabletop here, okay? And then we're going to reach it long as we extend back, and then we're gonna pull up together. So everything reaches long out, and then use those abs to bring you right back up. Tucking that pelvis as you roll back, still pulling those hip bones up towards your belly button, using that core muscle to bring you up. Reaching long and up. If you want to add on to this, as you reach long, you can reach your arms up overhead and back up. Reaching long, still not losing that connection with the core. Reaching long. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, reaching long, sitting all the way up, and you can put that leg down. Whew. Put both feet back into the strap, and we're gonna take that right into that other side, okay? So both feet in straps to begin with. Arms at genie arms, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to tuck the pelvis, rolling down in our C curve, pulling those hip bones up towards our belly button. Once we feel that contraction, we hold it there. We're gonna pop our left leg out to tabletop, and then we're just gonna reach our leg long as we extend through the back and use those abs to pull you up. So the abs are lowering us and our abs are lifting us. So really find that deep connection, and you're still holding that contraction through these moves. So they're slow and controlled moves. Let's add on, if you want to, a little more challenge. Arms up overhead and back up. Reaching long, using those abs to bring you up. Reaching long and coming up. Whew. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and last one, lower that leg and come on out. Whew, that really fired mine up. I'm hoping you guys found that connection that I was telling you about, holding that contraction in the core and then working through that contraction, using the muscles to our ab muscles to lower us and to bring us back up. Let's take our side bends to the other side. Right leg in strap, left leg over. Sitting up nice and tall. We're just going to bring our hands behind our head and then we'll add on to this. Release that leg into that strap. When you're ready, let's come into our well and back up. So you can get as far back down into the well and then you're coming up just where that hip bone and that little rib bone meet. Feel that pinch on that side. So closing that gap and then opening that side body. Good job, you guys. Keep those hips squared to that wall or in front of you. Let's go down for 3 more and we'll add on for 3, 2, and 1. Let's add those rotations. So we're gonna go into our well, rotate towards our well, back to the wall and up. So we're just rotating through that waistline. Our hip bones stay squared to that wall in front of us. For 3, 2, and last one, the hardest one here, reaching our hands up overhead, 10 side bends. 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left arm down, right arm overhead. Get that nice stretch. Open that side of the body. Whew, this feels good. And then let's slowly come on up. Almost done here, you guys. I just want to hit the back and then we will be done for our full body workout today. Okay, so we're gonna switch our box into a long box. So if you have a platform extender, I would get that out of the way. I'm gonna put on just one heavy spring and switch my box to a long box, just like that. You can put your foot bar down to make more room. So when we get onto our box, go knee, knee, hand, hand, and then we're just gonna slowly come onto our box, onto our bellies. You want it right under our bra line, okay? So we don't wanna be too smushed in there. We're gonna grab our ropes. We're gonna choke up on our ropes here, so we're not holding the straps. Pressing our body into that box. We're gonna start with our head looking into your box. So there's a movie playing in there. Head is over, holding onto those ropes. Lots of energy through our legs here. We're going to pull our arms straight back. And as we pull our arms back, we lift up through that chest. And our arms come all the way back towards our hips. Head stays, our eye gaze stays at the floor. So I don't want to see the head lift. You're just lifting up the chest. The head will naturally follow. And then back down, looking at that movie. So getting into those large back muscles here. So pulling, pulling. Lift up that chest as you pull. Head stays in line, but the eye gaze stays at the floor. And back down. Good. Back into that box. As we pull, press that pubic bone into that box. Lots of energy through those legs. Arms come all the way back towards our hips here. And then back down. So 3 more with the straight arm pulls. Press that bone into your pubic bone into that box, lifting up, arms come all the way back and pull down. 2 more. And then last one here, make it the strongest one you can do. Really think about pressing through, lifting up that chest as high as you can and back down. Whew. Good. So we're going to do the same motion, but our arms are going to come out to a T. So our arms stay up, and it's going to come out to a T. But our head does the same thing. So we're going to press our pubic bone into that box as we pull head. Chest lifts up, arms out to a T all the way to our waist, and then back around. So up and pull. Make sure arms come out to that T at shoulder height. Good. 2 more of these. And then last one. Make this your strongest one. Circling back in front and take a little breather. Last one here, we're going to hit those triceps. So for the triceps, we're just going to lift our head, our chest up. We're gonna come into that nice back extension, but our eye gaze stays at the floor. Pulling our arms back. Arms don't move. We're just bending at that elbow joint. So I'm pressing my pubic bone into that box. I'm keeping my chest lifted. My eye gaze is staying at the floor. My neck's in line with my back. And I'm just bending at that elbow joint, hitting those triceps. A lot of muscles working here. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way back down. And take a little breather. Whew. Go ahead and hang your straps up and slowly come off of that box. We can put our box to the side. We are done. We are going to end with feet and straps. So you can put your foot bar up. Headrest can come up if you like. I'm going to add a medium spring on. So I have one heavy, one medium. I'm going to lay onto my back. So slowly coming on in. I'm going to grab my long straps. Make sure they're not. Okay, good. Placing them onto my feet. So we have one heavy, one light. Press through those feet here. Arms come long to your side. I want you to come into a Pilates V. So heels together, toes apart, legs are long. We're just going to open up the legs, and then draw in from the heels. So you're drawing a line out, and you're drawing, going back into that line. So really lead with the toes out, and then lead with the heels in. We're hitting our hip adductor. So we're getting into that inner thigh here. So think of a line that your legs, your feet are following. Out, and then really activate those inner thighs as you pull in. Good job, you guys. It's been such a while since I filmed, so I hope I wasn't stumbling over my words too much. Thank you guys for doing this workout with me. I'm happy to be back, hoping to get more videos out very soon. So let's go for 3. Same thing, legs are just coming in and out of that line. 2, lots of energy in those legs. Last one here. Good. Let's bring our legs up. We're going to stay in that Pilates V as we circle around. So our heels meet, and then we reach our legs up. You're keeping your tailbone heavy. It does not lift off that carriage. So go up as far as you can until that tailbone is just about to lift. Take these as your widest circle. Should feel really good. My legs feel really shaky right now from all the leg work. So for 2, and last one, and then let's reverse. So still in that Pilates V, we're gonna circle up and around, heels meet, and as you pull down. So stay in that Pilates V even when our feet meet. And these are your widest circles as well. For 3, 2, and last one here, guys. Let's go ahead and make a diamond shape with our legs. So heels, our feet are meeting together, pulling down and just resting your feet onto your springs and allowing your straps to fall over you. And we're just gonna take a little breath here, in through the nose, and exhale. I hope you enjoyed that workout as much as I did. Whew. We're gonna come on out of these straps. We have one more last stretch here. So when you're ready, slowly come up off your reformer. I'm gonna take my blue spring off, so I just have one heavy spring, and we're just gonna open up our hips. So I'm placing my left foot up against that shoulder block, my right foot's onto the floor. I'm gonna press out with my left leg, my left hip only. And I'm getting low, so I'm allowing that left hip flexor to open. I really needed this. I felt like they felt really tight from this week. So this just felt really good. And then when you're ready, press out with your floor leg and come into your split. Get into those hamstrings. And slowly come on up. Let's walk to the other side of our carriage. Same thing. Now right foot's up against the shoulder block. We're gonna press out with that right leg, opening up that right hip flexor. Feels so good. Keeping your foot flat. Pull your shoulders back. We're not like leaning into it. Nice proud chest here. Get deep into that hip flexor, and when you're ready, you can press out with that floor leg, left leg, come into your split. Try to keep your toes down to really get into that hamstring. And then slowly come on up. All right. Thank you guys so much for that workout. That was so fun. I'm so happy to be back. I promise you guys I will try to get more of these videos out. If you like this, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.